because one of the things that keeps men in poverty is sin. And
That
most people
keeps men in poverty is sin.
Yes. A lot of people never make the connection, but there is a direct correlation between sin and poverty. Yes. A sinful man, let's say a sinful man who likes to sleep around, he has no idea. Every time he sleeps with another woman, he's dividing his inheritance with her spiritually. Because as far as the spirit realm is concerned, it has laws. And whoever you sleep with, that's your wife.
Rudi nyuma kidogo. Let's follow.
In other words, she might not have been supposed to be your wife according to the plans of God, but you went and decided to sleep with this woman. So now, as far as the spirit realm is concerned, you and her have entered into a covenant, because sex is a covenant. It's not pleasure. It just happens to feel good. But don't get it twisted. This is a covenant. This is a contract, and it is forever, forever, ever, ever. Okay? So every time you sleep with this person, you've just entered into a covenant with this person, a contract. And that contract has fine print. Her family is supposed to be your family. Your family is supposed to be her family. There was honor in those days, because before you slept with a woman, you made her your wife. You know what I mean? You paid dowry to her father. That's why there was a whole process before you married a woman. There was a dowry to be paid. There was negotiations to be entered into. These were the Jewish ways of operating. And it's amazing how African these ways of operating are, because we still paid dowry. You know, I even paid dowry to my wife's dad before we entered into negotiations. It was a big deal. There was a traditional wedding, and then there was an actual wedding, you know, in the church. So there was a process before you just jump in the sack. You know what I mean? Now, what Satan has done is made sex so casual that everybody has no idea of the details of the contract. So the generational curses from this woman's life can transfer into your life. The generational curses in your life can transfer into her life. No. And now you guys are not, you don't even know what's holding you. And the scripture says you are holden by the cords of your sin, because you signed a contract without reading the details.
Me, when will you ever submit? And I said to him, when will you ever teach me the God in you? Ooh. Because I submit to what you submit to. And if your leadership qualities are distorted, I have nothing to submit to. Then I'm just letting go of myself. I'm fully much aware of what a man is and what a man needs to be. I can't teach you that, but I can see it in your actions. I can see it. I can discern it. So for me, if you're not my king, don't ask me for my hand in marriage.
Hello, fabulous people. How are you guys are doing today? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So my lovely people, when I remember this lady, she's the reason why our leader increased money for NYSC youth from 30-something thousand to 70,000 in a month. Oh, she don't come back again and tell people online, say Nigeria don't happen to them. Let me put the video for you guys to hear. My lovely people, stay tuned.
Get my NYC certificate today after 1 year of serving this country. I literally went there with my cohort people, or should I say people we served together, and when it was my turn, they said no certificate for you. I had to go home, and since then I locked myself at home and I was looking like a mess. I didn't talk to anyone, but today I decided to get up and go to the gym. It's been a long time I went to the gym, and I just feel like I need to let some steam off my body so I no longer feel angry towards myself. Yes, I genuinely feel angry towards myself, and I feel like I was played big time. You know when people think like, oh, because they're older than you, they are smarter and they can put you in a corner, and that's the kind of emotions that's running through my vein. I feel like it's so much anger, but I just cannot release it. I'm trying to buckle everything up, and honestly, when I look back and I'm like, how much do I need this certificate? This is something that I genuinely need, and to be very honest, if not for my family, I wouldn't even give a damn about it. But yeah, bye guys.
So my people, the second video is about the incident that happened between the air hostess and Comfort inside Ibom Airline. This is the full story. There's a lawyer that was inside the flight, and there's a guy that came out also speak the whole truth, what happened inside that flight. So my lovely people, stay tuned and watch the video from the beginning to the end.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you, Comrade. I'm also excited to the fact that you're a lawyer. So we saw your statements. You released your statement, and I wish I could get to part of that statement, maybe later. But you gave your own account of exactly what played out. If I summarize that statement, you were basically saying this lady was triggered. At no point did she refuse. But I'm not going to speak for you. You were on that flight. So tell us, where were you seated, your seat number, where was she seated, and what exactly happened that things escalated to the point? Because what you're going to tell us now is what none of us is... So none of us is privy to what you're about to tell us now. We've only had a statement from the Ibom Air, and now a lawyer who was not in that plane but briefed by Comfort has spoken. But you are an eyewitness. So, Barrister, tell us what played out.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm a lawyer, but I'm appearing this morning, and I'd like to just stick to that. Now, I was sitting to her immediate left. So I was on the aisle seat to the left. She was on the aisle seat to the right. So my seat number was 14B. There was a gentleman to my left who was on 14A. So her own seat number should be either 14C or D. I think the window seat is 14D, while she was 14C on the aisle. So we're right next to each other, and it was a small plane. So I think the distance between us was no more than 2 feet. Yeah, so I heard everything. I saw all that transpired. And yes, she was triggered. Even though the lady, the air hostess, the second air hostess who was speaking to her, was directing all her instructions to her, just me sitting down there, I actually felt humiliated myself, just looking at the way the lady was being spoken to. To be fair, Ibom Air instructed very clearly. The first air hostess that came instructed very clearly, no airplane mode, switch off your phone. After takeoff, then you can put on and put flight mode. So it was very clear. The first air hostess addressed us on the emergency exit row protocols. After she did that, she spoke to Ms. Emerson and said, please switch off your phone. She told her twice, and then this first air hostess left to continue her duties. The second air hostess, who is the one blocking exactly who is being shown now, that second air hostess now came towards us in the emergency exit and stood, even from her posture, see that she came for trouble. And Ms. Emerson had been fiddling with her phone. I noticed she was trying to do some stuff, I don't know. And so she told her again, switch off your phone, switch off your phone. And Ms. Emerson said clearly to her, I heard it. She said, please, the buttons on my phone for switch off are not working. They are not working, so I don't know how to switch it off. And the woman said, no, switch off your phone. So that back and forth went on. So at a point, that's the second air hostess said, look, you're even using an iPhone. So you don't need a button to switch it off. So the lady said, okay, I don't know how to do it. Can you do it for me? And she said, I'm not touching your phone. I'm not touching your phone. Just switch it off. She said, I don't know what to do. So the lady now said, okay, go to settings. And when you go to settings, go to general. So the girl was holding and said, see, please, I can't understand what you're saying. I can't read. I don't know what you're saying. You're saying where I should go to. The woman, the second air hostess now told her, I don't have time for your nonsense. Please just switch it off. She said, okay. Mr. Martin now asked, can you spell the general? So the air hostess started actually saying G, okay, G, then E. So that was the point that the gentleman on my left and I said, come on, what's going on? Calm, don't speak to her like this. Let's, the second air hostess did not even acknowledge her. She didn't even to my side to even see that someone was speaking. So at that point, I asked the gentleman to her right. I said, please, can you just help this lady? I don't use an iPhone. I've never used an iPhone, so I'm not too familiar with settings and all of that. So the gentleman to her right now took the phone and started trying to sort it out. So when that was going on, Ms. Emerson started talking to the second air hostess. I said, why are you embarrassing her like this? Why? I mean, why? And then the air hostess told her, you better keep quiet now. If you say another word, I will deal with you. That was when Ms. Emerson flared up and started cussing. I cannot say the things that she was actually saying because the language was very flowery and X-rated, I can say. So that was when this second air hostess said, okay, you will see. And then she left and went towards the front of the airplane. She never came back. At least I don't recollect her coming back through the aisle throughout the flight. So that is exactly what transpired. So after that happened, the gentleman to the right switched off the phone or whatever it was he did. And a couple of passengers tried to say, switch off your phone, don't risk our lives, blah, blah, blah. And then we told them, no, that's not what happened. She never said she wasn't going to switch off her phone. She was trying to switch off her phone. She said she had issues switching it off. And so the passengers calmed down and we took off. So that is what happened. But it was clear, at least to us on the emergency exit row, it was clear that there was a problem here. She needed to be handled very well. Because this lady kept simmering throughout the flight. She was cussing. I could hear her because I was right next to her. She was really upset. She felt as if these people are just against me. And why? She said she bought this ticket with her own money. So why should they treat her like this? That's what she was saying, and that's what I'm hearing. And I can't tell you what the other thing she was saying because they were really nasty. But she wasn't directing to anyone, but she was just talking. So it was clear that she was angry. And the second air hostess, the aggressor, kept checking, kept peeping to see how things are going at our end throughout the flight. I noticed it. So the passenger by my side as we're approaching landing, we're like, God help us, so let's get out of this plane before anything happened. And we're saying it in jest, but we also knew that something was off. We're so worried that I discussed with him. I said, okay, when they were telling us to stow away, I put everything ready for landing. The lady didn't even hear any of that. I told her, I said, we're landing, switch off your phone, put it away. Then the second air hostess, the first air hostess, the very polite and amiable and professional one came, helped her to stow away, helped her take her purse, put it in the cabin on top, and was very professional. So all of that happened, and then the plane landed. Once the plane landed, the first air hostess, the professional one, came to the front and started disembarking by room. Just before it came to our turn, Ms. Emerson left and went back. And I presume she went to the toilet. I used the toilet myself, right? And I noticed that the only apartment at the back is the toilet. There isn't even an apartment, cabin crew and all of that, like regular place. It's just the toilet. That's the only. So that's why I presume she went to the toilet. So when it got to our turn to disembark, those of us on our road disembarked and we went out and totally forgot about the hooks part until the videos and all came. So that's what happened. This is what I heard. This is what I know happened. Issue of airplane mode. That didn't come up, at least I didn't.
So, Mr. Ogebe, first of all, if I heard you correctly, you said Ms. Emerson said she couldn't read. She was even asking that general be spelled.
Oh, yes. That is what happened. So whether she meant that she couldn't see properly or she couldn't read as in wasn't literate, I don't know. But that's what she said. And the second L started spelling. Okay, G, okay, E. That's what happened.
Okay, but because in subsequent interactions, she didn't sound like somebody who wasn't educated. So I just wanted to put that out, for a clarity, if we can get clarity from that. But talk to us about, you're a lawyer. I don't know if aviation law is your specialty, but talk to us about the appropriateness of the handling of the situation, how it could have been done properly without it resulting in the altercation between Ms. Emerson and the IBOM Air staff. How should they have handled it if they were going to read her the implications of what had happened and how it could have been better managed, so to speak? Because other aspects to this conversation are to the effect that even in international flights, once phones are either switched off or put on flight mode during...
Bros, good morning, sir. How's the family? I wanted to drop a message at your Facebook. I actually dropped a message on your Facebook regarding to this IBOM Air flight saga. But I just noticed that I could actually send a message to this your WhatsApp number. I don't know if it's the right one to do, but let me just say something in regards to this air flight stuff. Honestly speaking, that lady did not do up to 10% of what I would have done if I were in her shoes. I don't want to elongate the matter. I'll just give it direct to the point where the truth is those people posted what they want everybody to see. They posted the narrative, like they created and painted the narrative that they want people to see. So people could actually pity them or I don't know how to put it. So you grab. This lady was not insultive. She was not rude. She was not... I don't even know the word to put. The whole issue started from the air hostess. That lady is power drunk. If there's anything like that is the word I can use right now. That lady is power drunk. She's all this kind of Nigerian elders that want everything they say to be done the way they said it, how they want it, when they want it. Because tell me the reason you went to meet somebody. Mind the way I was on the flight. How do you go and meet somebody and say, "Hey, off your phone"? And the person's like, sorry, my phone is on flight mode. I'm actually just scrolling through my videos and editing videos. And the next thing you could raise your voice is, all these useless children, all these people not know respect. Do I look like your mate? Do I do this? Do I do that? And the lady is still and tell you, but I've told you I've off it. The lady even tried to show you, took the phone, smashed it on the floor. Excuse me. She kept quiet. Now, on coming down, okay, first of all, when you run abuses on her, people even try to tell you, madam, you don't do it. They tell us so that they won't bring the plane down. Hello. Okay, the lady has kept her phone now. She kept the phone. You run abuses. Now it's time to highlight from the, what is it called? The plane. You blocked her, saying you have caused security on her. People are asking you what happened. Okay, the lady is trying to call. You will push her away. She's trying to pass. You will push her away. He's saying everybody, other person should pass. See, it's a part that they wanted the country to see. That is what they posted on. The truth be told, when those security people came, do you know what happened? That came was very, very quiet. From the dragging of clothes to the slapping, that hair hostess literally slapped that lady. The lady did not even raise her. If not me, nobody do something they say. I forbid her first man, I know say see what I really do. You smashed on the floor, pushed on the floor so people could step on her and pass, and you denied her. Then when people are trying to, okay, the security persons came, and there was a pastor in the board that was trying to like, you guys should calm down. This is not what happened. And the next thing that you could cover from your mouth was that you want me to use the man as a, what is it called, as a example. Whether you want me to use the man as an example, whether not two of them plan to come bring down the hello. You insulted the lady, you slapped her, you even went ahead to call her prostitutes and the rest of things. Guy, please, is there a way that you guys could actually, I beg, see, if you get with, I don't know, I want to take, if you do this, my voice must make people hear them, and I beg, I go happy where. But the truth is this, for me to come out, it go hard me because in Nigeria matter, you know, see they be, especially how they do this guy we do NYSC. So after voicing that at the end of everything, the 77K was being paid. Now they didn't give her NYSC. So I just send my enter your DM, tell you, well, if you guys will do that, may you drop, because the truth is that it was that hair hostess, and the hair hostess now evil winch working on. Oh God, it is well. No?
Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. I want to come out like fully to appreciate God Almighty and everyone that stood by me, that fought for me when I was in prison. When I came out, the love I saw, the support I saw from you people, I was never expecting it. I mean, for a commoner like me, you guys fought for me, you guys stood by me. I want to appreciate you all. I said that God Almighty will bless you. So on the 10th of August, on Sunday, I boarded a flight from Uyo to Lagos. So when we're inside the aircraft, the normal procedure happened. The lady Juliana was telling everybody from the front, like from the front seats, coming to the back because I was at the back. So she came to me. She said she came to me. So while she came to when she was coming forward, so she came and I was struggling to like put my phone. I was putting my phone on flight mode. So she said no, that I have to put it off. So I told her that one of my phones, because I was with two phones, one of my phones is for a fault. The phone is bad. The power button is bad precisely. So I showed her that the power button is bad. So she said I can put off my phone without the power button. I said okay. So she said I should go to my settings. So while she was like telling me go to your settings and all that, I went to my settings. So she said go to your general. So while trying to do that, the pressure from her, so the man that was sitting on my right now helped me and off one of the phone, put one of the phone off while we are struggling on the other one that has the power button is still. So she said I should go to the my general. I went to the general. I went to the settings and the general. So when I told her okay please, before then I told her please can you assist me and spell general. She said she cannot touch my phone. She can never touch my phone, children of nowadays. So I now turned to the guy that helped me to off one of my phone. I told him please can you assist me and spell general. So the guy now collected my phone and showed me and spelled like type general on this thing. So when I went to her like okay this is the general, I am here now. So the face that she was even giving me was not even encouraging. I had to like plead with the same guy again on my right. So please can you please like do you know how to like, she said do you know how to like help me and off it from here please. He now said okay no problem, he helped me and off the phone eventually. So now off the phone, the two phones, put it where it's supposed to be on the aircraft. And I thought okay I have offed my phone. So when she wanted to leave, she said you will see. I didn't take that to heart because I've already like eventually offed my phone, which I was having problem in offing it. So I eventually off the phone. So that was it. When we landed Lagos, everybody was going out of the aircraft. I was pressed. I went to pee. So going to the toilet, somebody was already inside the toilet, and I had to wait for the person to come out. So when the person eventually came out, I went inside and pee, and rushly come out. I cannot stay inside the aircraft, inside the toilet, because it's so small and so uncomfortable to be in there. So I now rush like pee and packed myself again and come outside. So coming outside, everybody already left. So I had to rush, carry my stuffs and move to rush out of the aircraft. So going out of the aircraft, this lady Juliana stopped me, and I asked her, why did you stop me? Why are you stopping me from going out of the aircraft? Everybody has left, so I need to go out. She didn't say anything to me. She was just like staring at me with the same bad eye. And that was when I remember that this is the same person that, you know, was instructing me to put up my phone. I eventually did. So she said, she didn't say anything. No, she didn't say anything. She was just staring at me there with the bad eye. So that was when I, you know, on my phone, like put the phone, started recording. That was when she backed facing the front and backing me. So I was just like, please madam, leave the road, let me pass. She didn't answer me, she ignored me. And after the video, I picked the phone. When I picked the phone, that was when she noticed I was videoing her. So she now pushed me inside the aircraft back, dragged my frontal. This is the frontal I wore that day. She dragged the frontal, dragged the process of dragging my clothes, my gold from neck I was wearing. This is the gold I was wearing. She dragged it from my neck with the clothes. The process, like my phone, everything went down and broke. The phone broke. Cut. The phone broke. Everything, like even this one. So I was like, no, why did you do that? Why did you break my phone, like drag my frontal? The pain of removing my frontal, you know how frontal can be when you install a hair and then it's forcibly dragged out. It's so painful. So the pain of doing that to me, that was when I went to poke her. God knows that I can never go and poke an elderly woman, somebody that's old enough to be my mom. Poke her for what? Poke her. It was the pain she inflicted on me, the frontal pain, dragging my gold and everything on the floor. That was the anger. I was so angry, I could not even like hold it. That was why I was asking her, why did you do that on the video, the trending video they posted? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I asked her, why did you? Because you dragging my frontal wig are like dragging me, calling me a prostitute at the process. No, I just had to ask her, why did you do that? Why did you do that? That was why I poked her on the video. Why did you do that? So while on that, the whole thing, like those guys came inside the aircraft and like started like surrounding me, and I was like, why? Now dragged me outside. That was when they dragging me from there. You saw how they dragged me from the video. That was what happened. Like they came inside, dragged me outside, and then at the process, she now like dragged my clothes, and the clothes, it was pinned on me because it was pinned. I thought that was my inner. It was pinned on me. The pain of dragging it and its pain, it's wounded me inside. That the pain and everything, the hair, the frontal pain, this other pain, I was just trying to like help myself when they dragging me out of there, trying to cover myself. My body was out there, and then they were videoing at the process. My body was out. I was even looking for a way to cover it. Some of them were like trying to like touch me, and I was trying to cover myself, defending myself. Like I was the only one there, and they were like surrounding me, trying to cover myself while they were trying to do video. All of them, they surrounded like videos, cameras everywhere. I was surprised because like I never expected that. Like tearing my clothes and videoing everything, videoing me, my body outside, my naked body outside, plus the pain. No, it was so much for one person to bear. It was so much on me. I could not like hold myself again. I was just like very angry. Started like asking them, why would you do that to me? Why would you do this to me? And still like video me again and still put it out there. Like the trauma, like it's too much on me right now, because right as I'm talking to you like now, I cannot like even go out again because my body is out there. People already know that this is the person. They know me. I cannot even like go out again. I'm ashamed to like go out because my body is out there. Some people have even used it to make sticker. So that was what happened inside the aircraft before the incident that I booked her. She already like inflicted pains on me, which I could not bear it. So right now, I don't know how I'll just start from looking for work, going for work interview. I'm into real estate. Imagine me going to sell a house or advertise a house or try to bring a client to buy a house now, and they are looking at my body. How do I even face them, knowing that my body is out there? How would I face the whole, like, everybody that saw that video, knowing that my body is out? How do I even like go for business? Imagine me going for business and somebody's looking all on my unborn kids coming to see that, or a man that will marry me saying that my reputation. No, Jesus. That is why, the reason why I have not come out to say the part of the story is because I was still on treatment. I'm trying to round up my treatment, as you can see, like I'm trying to round up my treatment. That's why I could not come out to say the part of the story, what happened. So that was what happened inside that flight. It wasn't even like a big deal. I never expected that incident, offering of phone, which I was trying to, not like when she said I should off the phone, I was like telling her no. I told her why the phone was still on, that it was because of the power button. So I never like know that it would come out like this, seeing my body outside. People are even making mockery of me, sending me Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook. My body is out there. So I don't know how I'll go from here, and I really want to continue my life, my normal lifestyle. People that knows me knows that I am not really a social media person. So I don't know how to face the whole, like, the people that saw my video, my family, the people that saw the video, facing them, doing business with them, coming to do business, and somebody is watching my body. It's so embarrassing. I don't even know how to come about with that. So this is the part of the story. This is all that happened inside the aircraft. So I'm happy I'm strong enough to be able to talk now. So please, this is what happened. I'm not a trouble person. I am not a nuisance. People that know me in real life, they know the kind of person I am. So that was what happened inside the aircraft, which I never expected that it would be like escalate like this. Because not like I refused. This is not the first time I'm traveling. I never refused to off the phone. I only told her that my power button is bad and I needed her assistance to do that, which she refused, but the passenger that was sitting close to me assisted me eventually off the phone. So I thought that was it. So please, this was what happened, and I'm happy I've come up to tell you people what happened. But I'll round up my treatment, and I pray I should fully recover from everything and move forward and go back to my normal lifestyle. Please. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
What did you do? What did you do? She is did you mean? I came with it. I came with it. She's hitting me. She is hitting me. She's hitting me. She was giving her slap left and right. She was slapping on the head. Strangled her like 5 times. She was beating her. She was just like trying to calm down. She was like serious slap, but she was giving to her. For having in mind, for the air hostess having in mind to do this for me, I want to know how much you want to do for this today. Operations run for you. This is one, wait, see what this is going on. Go ahead. I know I'm calling my life. Go with them. Stop it, starting by doing instructions. What did you do to me? Did you mean? I came with you. Counter. I came with you. Counter, she's hitting me. She is hitting me. She's hitting me. Counter, stand by. She was giving her slap left and right. She was slapping on the head. Strangled her like 5 times. She was beating her. She was beating her. She was just like trying to calm down. She was like serious slap when she was giving to her. For having in mind, for the air hostess having in mind to do this for me. I want to know how much you want to do for this today. Operations run for you. This is one. Wait, this is one. Hey, go ahead. I know I'm calling her alive. Go with them. I'll be standing by to instructions. Wait.
are recording. And I'm going to get to NCA. You guys don't touch her. Don't touch her. Don't pick anything. Let her have I want to see it. Let's take her out of this place now.